Good morning, children.
Good morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning, ma'am.
So now continue the
Good
next.
morning,
Good morning,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Good morning.
ఈ క్లాస్ చెప్పడం కష్టం అవుతుందమ్మా.
Money. Notes this here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So yesterday we was good morning, Nana. Good morning. Yesterday we stopped at that part.
Chemical
I
messenger
mean,
you gave now. You told you're gonna give one
yeah,
statement type question.
So you know very well. Once again, just connect that point. You see, as a human body, receiving all senses, kada, smell, light, sound, taste, and overall the skin receiving touch,
Yes.
temperature, pressure, hear smell, taste, sound, particularly light here. Let me tell you what is the importance. Light falling on the retina, you know very well. Next lesson in the pineal gland, you'll study that. Light falling on the retina and both the eyes. And from retina, you know it is optic nerve crossing in front of the pituitary. And if you remember pituitary gland, take the brain, hypothalamus. Suppose here it is pituitary gland crossing in
Hypophysis.
front of the pituitary. Yeah. So here, hypothalamus nuclei. Nuclei means, you know, nucleus means cell body aggregation, which is exactly above the chiasma. Exactly above the chiasma, optic chiasma. So this part is called as supra, means I'm explaining what is the connection, how nervous system is connected to endocrine system. Supra chiasmatic nucleus. So exactly above the chiasma in the hypothalamus, this nucleus, you know, stimulate what is here at this place. No answer.
Plexus, anterior.
Yeah, what plexus? Anterior choroid plexus, and this is third ventricle. And what is behind it? What is this gland behind anterior choroid plexus?
Pineal.
Pineal.
Yeah.
Pineal gland.
So this nucleus stimulate the pineal gland, and pineal gland secretes melatonin hormone, and this hormone controls your sleep wake cycle, menstrual cycle, body temperature, immune system, body defense, everything controlled by melatonin hormone by pineal gland. And pineal gland is under the control of this nucleus, which is above the chiasma. Okay, good. What is the connection between this chiasma, nucleus, and pineal gland? How much light falling on the retina? Duration, you know very well, long days, short days. Idea about long days and short days?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, generally, during summer, bright light and more than 12 hours we get. And during winter, dim light, and less than 12 hours we get, isn't it? So, depending upon the amount of light and the stimulation passing through the optic nerve, it stimulates this nucleus, this impulse passing through the optic nerve from this chiasmatic region. It stimulates this nucleus, and this nucleus stimulates this pineal gland. So that pineal gland secrete this hormone. Then it controls sleep wake cycle, means your 24-hour cycle, circadian rhythm. Which
Circadian.
yeah, best example here it is sleep wake cycle. At the same time, in female, menstrual cycle. Body defense means your immune system. Okay, temperature, your body temperature regulation, even your pigmentation, everything is under the control of this melatonin hormone, which is secreted by this pineal gland. Okay, pineal gland under the influence of this suprachiasmatic nucleus. And why it is connected here to chiasma? How much light falling on the retina that impulse running to the optic nerve, and this chiasma stimulates this nucleus. Got it? So light duration, not only duration, intensity of light.
Intensity.
Yeah. Intensity and duration. Like long days. Some animals breed during long days. You observe why coil is,
Critical.
yeah. Remember
Critical.
coil nowadays, yeah, critical day length. You know very well nowadays coil singing. Early morning you can hear the means coil, cuckoo bird singing. Have you observed that? Morning hours outside in the
Yes,
garden.
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Why only at this time? Only male is singing to attract the female. Why only at,
Breeding season.
yeah, it's a breeding season. How it knows it's a breeding season? Light falling on the retina, optic nerve impulse, near chiasma, activating hypothalamus. So how much light falling outside, stimulating your sense organs? Got it? Sense organs carrying that message to 1 minute, Nana. Okay, now you understood the connection of the sense organs, conveying the message from the surroundings to your nervous system. And nervous system cannot approach, cannot carry this information to the gonads. Why only male singing now, male bird singing now? Ante it is producing testosterone hormone, and it is tuning its voice to sing and to attract the female. How testosterone is produced? Only with the help of this melatonin hormone. Got it? And hormone secreted by pineal gland. Pineal gland under the stimulation of hypothalamus. Hypothalamus, how it is getting that information? Information through sense organs. So nervous system, endocrine system are connected to bring integration of the body structures and body functions. Now you understood, all of you? Enana?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Like this,
Yes.
nervous system cannot approach everywhere. It takes the help of, it receives the stimulation from the surrounding and process it. And to convey it to the body parts, it takes the help of the endocrine system. Then how endocrine system can connect to the body parts? By secreting hormones. So
Hormones.
yeah, hormones are carrying that message to all body parts. Hormones are described as primary messengers or chemical messengers. So first statement, write down. Hormones can be described as chemical messengers. Written statement.
Yes, ma'am.
Second statement. Nerve system and endocrine system work with a coordinate and brings the integrity of physiological functions and brings the integrity of physiological functions comma comma or full stop you put. Got it? So endocrine system by secreting hormones bringing integration and approaching all cells throughout the body. By approaching all cells throughout the body. Full stop. Okay, now understood here?
Yes, ma'am.
So breeding season, male bird, not only bird here, all animals are under that light influence only. But you can't understand, so I am explaining in that way. So why male cuckoo bird singing? Because of hormone. Why hormone is secreted only during breeding season? Because of melatonin. How melatonin secreted by pineal gland, stimulated by hypothalamus. How hypothalamus stimulating this one? Because it is stimulated by the suprachiasmatic nucleus. And yes, the nerve impulse travel through the optic nerve, stimulate this. And how much light falling, for how much duration light falling, that impulse, strong impulse is carried and it stimulates the hypothalamus. In further lessons also, I mean, in the exercise book you will study, these blind people, human blind people, they undergo sexual maturation very earlier. You know that?
How?
Normal way people, maybe 16, 18 years age.
Because more of melatonin
More
pigment,
melatonin is secreted.
less serotonin.
Yeah, sleep wake cycle I told you. When you get sleep, when you switch off the light, you get sleep.
Always there.
Always
So,
sleeping.
Yeah, there is
No
no
light
light
enters.
falling.
Yeah,
So no
no light.
stimulation. So melatonin, so more sexual hormones and they stimulated, or you can say they are they undergo sexual reproduction
Maturity earlier
earlier
compared
than the
to other
other.
individuals.
Yes, good. Now you understood? So how that outside stimulations received by sense organs convey to the nervous system. As nervous system cannot convey it to all parts of the body, it is taking the help of the what you can say endocrine system. So endocrine system in turn secreting the hormones, so they can knock every cell door and convey that. Like example, best example nowadays, the Zomato people, Swiggy people, what they're doing, we are giving order to the hotel and these people are bringing to our door. Am I correct?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Or
yes.
directly green park people can bring delivery to your door?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Like Vijayta, Ratnadeep, how they are sending groceries? Simply you are putting message on your cell. Then that people are bringing, Dunzono, some app. This boy is coming and knocking your door and
Tons of
bringing, yeah, Amazon, whatever it may be. They are bringing to your house exactly in the same way. Hormone can knock your door. Knock your door in the sense, knock the cell. Come on, see, this is the message from the nervous system. So hormone is called as a chemical messenger. Clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So may I
ma'am.
move to the next point?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, put heading some important points. So the two systems often referred as neuroendocrine system, both work together in integrated manner. Neuroendocrine system, both together described as neuroendocrine system. Apenda, completed. So some important points you note down, historical points. Secretin is the first hormone. Secretin, first hormone to be discovered.
In the
Ma'am,
stomach.
it stimulates pancreas.
Digestive
Yeah. Produced by
Stomach.
S
duodenal
cells.
mucosa.
deodorant.
Duodenal mucosa, not by stomach.
Yes,
S
ma'am.
cells of
Yeah, and
Only
it
gastric by
stimulates,
stomach.
yeah, and it stimulates pancreas. This hormone stimulate pancreas to produce bicarbonates. Guttochinda?
yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Water,
ma'am.
For
Glucose,
stability, stability in
water,
pH.
HCl.
yeah, water and all. Pancreas never secrete HCl. Stomach secrete HCl under the influence of gastrin. But we are talking about the first hormone which is discovered is secretin, which is produced by the duodenum, and it stimulates the pancreas and allow the secretion of bicarbonates and water. And this hormone was discovered by scientist Baylis, scientist named Baylis, and Starling. Scientists Bayliss and Starling. Bayliss and Starling. And Starling is the person who coined the term.
Hormone.
Yeah, the term hormone was coined by Starling. I'll come back just now, note down that. Father of endocrinology.
Thomas Edison.
Yeah. Thomas Addison, not EID, it is ADDISON. I name Thomas Alva Edison.
Yeah, ma'am.
Bulb.
Invented that
For the bulb.
bulb. Inamo Thomas Addison. Now, put heading characteristic features of endocrine system. Completed? Now, what are the characteristic
Yes.
features? Let us see. Important, it is statement type question for you. Like example, their molecular weight is very low. Simple chemicals they are. Secreted in small amounts. Very small amounts. Very little, like nanogram, picogram, microgram. Micrograms, you can say, small amounts. Non-nutrient. What do you mean by non-nutrient?
Not consumed in food.
Yeah, not in food. Like vitamins we consume, minerals we consume, but they are not consumed in the food. Our body produces them. How much we require, when we require, then only they are produced. How much we require, when we require, exactly that time is followed, that amount is followed and produced by our own body, not present in the food. So non-nutrient, important is it. Once their function is done, okay, very trace amounts, small amounts, trace amounts, they are very effective in very low amounts, they are produced in low amounts and effective in low amounts, okay. And important, after use, after use, after use, they are destroyed, they are destroyed and excreted out through liver. How liver can excrete? Through bile juice, and bile juice is released into the duodenum, you know very well. Means through feces they are eliminated out, and even by the kidneys. Yes, through urine eliminated out, even sometimes through sweat glands also they are eliminated out. So after use they are not stored. It's not like okay, today it is not used, put it in the refrigerator, tomorrow it will be used. Not like that. Once they are used, destroyed, broken down and eliminated by liver in the bile juice along with the bile pigments. You know, bile pigments are also excretory product. Hemoglobin is broken down, isn't it?
Bilirubin.
Yeah, like that.
Bilirubin.
Here these people also excreted out. Got it?
Ma'am,
Once their function is completed, what?
ma'am, can you once explain what you said in last 2 minutes, ma'am? Connection was not stable.
Once they are used, they are destroyed and eliminated by the liver, excreted out in the liver through feces, excreted out by kidney in the urine. Okay, na? అర్థమైందా నాన్న?
Yes, ma'am.
So may I continue?
Yes, ma'am.
And now, very important, their function is specific. Again, here you will get a statement type question. Function is specific. Means they work on target organs. Organ అంటే ఎవరు నాన్న? Cells. Target organ. How target organ? Because they have
Specific receptor.
yeah, specific receptors on that cells, on the target cells అనండి, on the target cells. Written? ఇది చాలా important. Like suppose example, from the brain cerebral hemisphere అనుకోండి, this is hypothalamus and here it is pituitary gland. From anterior pituitary, thyroid stimulating hormone is produced. And it acts upon thyroid gland. Why not on the kidney? Why not on the heart? Only these thyroid gland cells. Suppose the thyroid ball-like structures are present, follicles. So take the follicle made up of cells. Ila. So these cells have receptors on their membrane. So this hormone attaches on the receptor and stimulate the cells to do that function. So it cannot attach anywhere else in the body. This chemical is particularly to stimulate the thyroid gland cell. How cells receive them? They have receptors on the membrane. So this hormone attach on the receptor and stimulate the cells to produce thyroxine. So it is not at
T3,
all-
T4.
Yeah, T3 and T4. Why it is not functional in other place? It's not affecting brain or kidney or any other part.
Because the receptors are only there.
Not there. So very important, function is specific. They work only on, you should say, only on target organ. Organ means cell kada. Here we are discussing thyroid gland. Gland and enti? At the cell level, what it is? Made up of several cells kada. So it acts
Yeah.
upon cells. So
Group of cells.
yeah, how these cells have specific receptors on the target cells. They means hormones have specific receptors on the target cells. So they get attached on that receptor like lock and key and stimulate that cell to produce over, close. So these are one of the some important functions, should know them. Okay, now start chemical nature of the hormone. Next heading, chemical classification of the hormone on the base of their chemical nature. Next heading, after, ఇది okay na? Low molecular weight secreted in very trace
Yes,
amounts,
ma'am.
low amounts. Even in the trace amounts are also they are effective. So try to understand, not more than the required level, not less than the required level. They are not at all stored in the body. Arthamainda, you know very well what happens. If they are secreted more, hyperthyroidism disorders. If they are
Yeah.
secreted less,
Hypothyroidism.
Hypothyroidism.
like that, their amount of secretion is very less, and that too very exact, accurate amount. Even at the low amounts also, they are very effective. Okay, na adhamainda? Not than the required level, not less than the required level. So very correct amounts are secreted, and their work is also very much specific. Not everywhere. It acts upon that particular organ where its function is needed. And once they are used, they are destroyed and eliminated out in the urine or in the sweating or in the feces. They are not stored, not secreted more, not secreted less. Now, classification of the hormones on the base of the chemical nature. So take first variety, water soluble hormones. Water soluble. What are those? Protein hormones. Okay. Amine hormones, amino acid hormones. Two types. Second one, lipid soluble hormones. Lipid soluble hormones. Got it. When you take lipid soluble hormones, steroid hormones. And iodothyronins are also lipid soluble hormone, important. It important. Means T3, T4. అంటే సింపుల్ చెప్పొచ్చు thyroxine hormone are lipid soluble. They are also made up of amino acid. How lipid soluble, you'll understand later on. It's
Thyroid.
very important. They are amino acid. They derived from amino acid only. but still they are lipid soluble, they are not water soluble. Okay,
From
we'll come.
tyrosine, ma'am.
Yeah, they are secreted from this raw material is tyrosine. Wait a minute. Tyrosine. It's an amino acid.
Yes, ma'am.
2 amino acids are required from which it is produced. Clear? So now come back to the examples for protein hormone. Protein hormone and the meaning enti polypeptide chain, one amino acid, another amino acid, another amino acid, another amino acid. Like this, it is a polypeptide chain connected by peptide bonds. You know very well. This
Yes, ma'am.
chain is called protein. This chain is called protein. Okay, now.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So now continue the example. Some glycoproteins are also there and attached to a carbohydrate. Example FSH. Learn this example. You may get a matching type question. FSH, you know what is the full form?
Follicle stimulating
Yeah,
hormone.
follicle stimulating hormone, LH,
Luteinizing
Luteinizing.
hormone.
luteinizing hormone. And TSH, thyroid stimulating
Thyroid
hormone.
stimulating hormone.
Got it? Now, next, what are amine hormones? Like just recently, last week only, we have completed adrenaline, noradrenaline.
Norepinephrine.
Both are also called as epinephrine.
And non-epinephrine.
Yes, norepinephrine. Both are together called as catecholamines. Catecholamines, C-A-T-E, catecholamines. CATECHOLAMINES, catecholamines. Even you could put dopamine also here. All they are also derived from tyrosine amino acid. Thyroxine, epinephrine, norepinephrine, also called as adrenaline, noradrenaline, dopamine, all they are derived from tyrosine amino acid. ఇక్కడ tyrosine amino acid పెట్టండి. Derived from amino acid.
Tyrosine.
Yeah. Even dopamine, all they are catecholamines and dopamine, all they are produced by
Tyrosine.
tyrosine amino acid. AA ante amino acid. And one more, just now we are discussed about melatonin. Tell me
From
where.
Pineal gland.
Pineal gland, yes. So one more example for amino acid hormone, that is melatonin secreted, and it is a derivative of tryptophan amino acid. Tryptophan amino acid. Go through that. Yeah. Tryptophan amino acid. Idemo tyrosine amino acid. Tryptophan amino acid, melatonin. Got it?
Yes.
Now, what are these steroid hormones? Let us see. Lipid soluble hormones. First example, steroid hormones. Yeah, they are derivative of cholesterol. This is the cholesterol nucleus I am drawing.
Precursor.
It is steroid nucleus. Yes, Nana, that is steroid nucleus. From where?
Cholesterol.
Yeah. It's a raw material or precursor for cholesterol. Okay. So what are produced from this steroid nucleus? Testosterone. That is male sex hormone. Okay. Estrogen.
Aldosterone.
Female sex hormone. Aldosterone. That is
Vasopressin.
mineralocorticoid. Mineralocorticoid means it balances minerals in our body. Aldosterone. Okay. And cortisol. Cortisol is a glucocorticoid. Means it balances glucose levels in our body. Glucocorticoid. Corticoid. So mineralocorticoid, glucocorticoid, estrogen, female sex hormone, testosterone, male sex hormone. Even progesterone, pregnancy hormone, which maintains pregnancy.
Production of milk.
Pregnancy hormone. Got it? Who is that? Please keep quiet for a while. Testosterone, estrogen, progesterone, aldosterone, cortisol. All these hormones are derived from the same cholesterol, and the cholesterol, enough amount of cholesterol is produced in the liver. All they are steroid hormones, important. Of course, these two hormones are produced by adrenal gland cortex. అందుకే ఏమన్నాం కార్టికాయిడ్స్ లేదా కార్టికోస్టెరాయిడ్స్. And this epinephrine, norepinephrine, or you can say adrenaline or noradrenaline, produced by medulla of adrenal gland. Adrenal gland medulla. Why? Because it is nothing but modified sympathetic ganglion. So this medulla part of adrenal gland is modified sympathetic ganglion. So the same neurotransmitters are secreted here and they are hormones here. They are described as hormones here. But cortex secretes, cortex of adrenal gland secrete this aldosterone, mineralocorticoid derived from cholesterol. Balance your minerals in the body. In the same way, cortisol, that is glucocorticoid, again produced by cortex of the adrenal gland, balance the glucose levels in your body. Got it? And what are the other lipid soluble hormone? Iodothyronines, T3 and T4. And of course, it is also derived from tyrosine amino acid, but 2 tyrosine amino acids are required. Note down, 2 tyrosine amino acids. They require 2 tyrosine amino acids. Written, Anna? Completed? It's not single amino acid. 2 tyrosine amino acids are required to produce T3 and T4. Of course, we'll study detail in the thyroid gland separately. Every gland, we are going to study it in detail. So move forward. May I clear them? Anna?
Yes,
What
ma'am.
does the cortex secrete, ma'am?
Cortex, these two, cortisol and aldosterone.
Okay.
Cortex of the adrenal gland. Idigondi. Glucocorticoids, mineralocorticoids from the cortex. Cortisol, 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 and aldosterone, aldo, sto, rone, aldosterone, Aldosterone also called as mineralocorticoid because it balances minerals in our body. Cortisol also called as glucocorticoids because it balances glucose, other carbohydrates in our body. Aithe, some additional ones are there in the box. Revise them also, important. Eicosanoids. Eicosanoid hormones అనండి లేదా. Okay, they are derived from a fatty acid arachidonic acid. Derived from a fatty acid arachidonic acid. Got it? And two types are there here. These eicosanoids are two types. Prostaglandins act upon smooth muscles and allow them to contract. Allow the smooth muscle contraction. Main important function. Prostaglandins. Okay. And leukotrienes. Nothing but they are secreted by WBC. Leukotrienes are secreted by WBC. Completed? The additional point, not in the syllabus, but still important because further in the reproductive system lesson, you come across the prostaglandins. So I covered that point. And already you have studied about the immune system. Yes, for communication among the WBC, leukotrienes are secreted. Okay, good. Next, you know very well endocrine system in our body. What are the endocrine glands? Okay. So I'm taking this cerebral hemispheres, cerebellum here, and you know very well this is floor of the midbrain, and 4 optic lobes here, pons, medulla, and spinal cord. And you know here this is, at this part it is hypothalamus, epithalamus, pineal gland here, anterior choroid plexus. Okay. You know very well, roof is called epithalamus. Already I gave you in the nerve system. Roof is called epithalamus. So this pineal gland,
Epiphysis.
pineal stack
Epiphysis.
and pineal stack and pineal body. It is stack, it is body. Together, generally we call it as pineal gland. Yeah, pineal. Some people pronounce it as pineal gland also. What are the two parts? Kada undi kada, pineal stack and pineal body. So as it is attached to the epithalamus, it is called as epiphysis. In the same way, pituitary gland descending down as a stack is called infundibulum. Yeah. And ends with posterior pituitary.
Hypophysis.
Yeah. As it is attached to the hypothalamus, and it is extension of hypothalamus, pituitary gland also called as hypophysis. Got it? So again, same thing. Infundibulum, nothing but stack and body. Together, generally we describe it as pineal gland. Another name is hypophysis because it is extension of hypothalamus. In the same way, pineal gland, epiphysis because it is an extension of epithalamus. Aithe nana, even hypothalamus can be considered as the first endocrine gland. Means we are starting from the top, from the head region. So within the brain, 3 endocrine parts are there. Pineal gland, hypothalamus, pituitary gland. Got it? So, where this pituitary gland is lodged, let us see. You know very well around it is cranium box. Kada? It's a cranium
Ma'am,
box.
in the depression of sphenoid bone.
Yes. So here you know very well the floor here it is sphenoid bone, here it is ethmoid bone if you remember. Kada?
Yes, ma'am.
Ikkada nose వస్తుంది, olfactory epithelium goes through the ethmoid bone. Forget about ethmoid bone. Now it is sphenoid bone. So sphenoid bone, that is keystone bone, consists depression, and in that depression this pituitary gland is lodged. So say suppose the pituitary gland stalk and this is pituitary gland. Okay. So pituitary gland lodged in depression of sphenoid bone.
Sella turcica.
Yes, this depression is called sella turcica. Note down. In the depression of sphenoid bone, this pituitary gland is lodged. Note down. Fast. Completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
So now next, may I remove this? Understood the location? So now, today, we'll continue these three glands first. Then we'll go for the remaining glands. You know, in the neck region, thyroid and parathyroid gland. When you move down in the chest region, behind your sternum, thymus is there. Like when you go into abdomen, pancreas and the adrenal glands are there like that. So first we'll continue with this one. For this one important diagram I'm giving, note down. Hypothalamus ఇలా వేయండి. This part. Okay. And this is third ventricle. And this is infundibulum. Continue with a stack. And end with posterior pituitary. This is posterior pituitary. Okay. Posterior pituitary. Then what about anterior pituitary? Anterior pituitary, I'm giving separate color. I'm giving green color. Why? I'll explain you now. So this is anterior pituitary. Why? Let me explain. I'm removing this. Yes, you note down meanwhile as it is connected to nervous system. Both the anterior and posterior glands, posterior part of the pituitary, derived from ectoderm. Write down in the notes. Derived from the ectoderm. Idigondi ela. Idi embryo. I'm drawing an embryo. It's a tail region. These are limb buds. Yolk sac here. Only yolk sac. Idi inkoka 4 limb bud. And here it is mouth, buccal cavity, and this is gut here. This is gut anandi. Okay. This is hind limbs. Hind limb buds. These are limb buds. So somewhere here just say it is anus. And you know here this is forebrain, midbrain, hindbrain, spinal cord, and you know very well notochord cuts into vertebrae. So for notochord, I am giving just black color, cutting into vertebral column. Yes, at this embryonic stage, try to understand important. Here I gave a black color. From the hypothalamus, infundibulum is extended and forming the posterior pituitary. Okay, and particularly green color we gave. So gut wall I'm giving green color. Yes, so from buccal epithelium, a pouch arises and it is pinched off. ఇక్కడ కట్ అవుతుంది. And this small pouch get attached to the posterior pituitary and attach as anterior pituitary. So in the embryonic stage itself, when these limb buds are forming, got it? A pouch arises from the buccal epithelium and it is pinched off, detached from the buccal epithelium and attached to the posterior pituitary to form anterior pituitary. Got it? So posterior pituitary is the direct extension of hypothalamus derived from nervous system. Anterior pituitary is a pouch pinched off from the buccal epithelium. Of course, idi koda ectoderm. This one also ectoderm, that is buccal epithelium. And this is direct extension of hypothalamus. Yes, this is third ventricle. And this part is hypothalamus of the diencephalon. You know, already brain you are done. Hypothalamus. So it is extension. It is stalk. Stalk is called infundibulum. Posterior pituitary is a direct extension of nervous system. And anterior pituitary is from the buccal epithelium in the embryonic condition. It is pinched off there and get attached there. So what is that pouch called as? Yes, this anterior pituitary pouch is called as Rathke's pouch. R-A-T, Rathke's pouch. So it's nothing but buccal epithelium, ectodermal origin. We call it as Rathke's pouch. It is pinched off from there and get attached to the posterior pituitary. So anterior pituitary origin is different. That is from buccal epithelium. Posterior pituitary is a direct extension of hypothalamus, but still both are ectodermal origin. Though origin is different, both are derived from germ layer, that is ectoderm. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
So up to here you draw. Tomorrow again I'll go for the detail. You can leave now. Thank you, children.
Thank you, ma'am.